welcome to Fishing Dorset Market.
Excuse the noise, guys, it's blowing. First fish out, only got one rod out. Welcome back to the channel. We'll be fishing the beach later on, but at the moment I'm fishing the groin. I'll be joined by a couple of friends later, but there we go, what a start. A beautiful little bass. Let's get him back, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Stay tuned, hopefully we can get some more. Welcome back to the beautiful Dorset coastline. This is rough, really rough. We've got a southwesterly, about 15 to 18 knots, but I think it's a little bit more than that. I've already had a fish out first cast. I've only got one rod out because I don't plan to stay where I am. I'm going to go and head onto the beach with a couple of mates that are coming down later if they're brave enough. I got some beautiful fresh blacks, I got frozen blacks, I got ragworm from Pulley Angling Centre. I've got jammers bait, squid, mackerel, razor. I've got a lot of bait. I just hope the sound's really good, but it is really rough, guys, as you can see. Nice to get that bass out early, that's for sure. I'm after place, turbot, sole, bass, anything else that's here. But welcome back to the channel, guys. Let's see if this winter fishing still treats me good. Well, it has, because I've had a fish already. And let's see if we can get a place. That's my target. I think it could be a bit rough possibly, but you never know. We could get dabs as well. I've got the camera down really low because I do not want the wind taking my camera over and smashing it. Let's get into a bit of fishing, guys. Welcome back to hopefully a bit of fishing. I have been getting, just had a cracking bite on a 3-hook flapper. I've just prepped up a pulley I made in a week, which is a 50-pound body to a 28-pound snood, green and black beads and a spoon on there. It's just so I can get a bit of distance. The intentions was 2 rods today. I am using 2 cameras as well. Obviously the chest mount to capture coming in and my tripod mount as well. Like I said, I've just had a good bite on that one. That tide is just on the turn for going out, and I don't know, lately it's just been fishing when that tide's been running out. So I'm going to get this one in. I'll show you my pulley before I get it out. It's just glorious. I love this sort of weather. A lot of people stay at home. Not me. Right, let's get the old chest camera on. I don't think there's anything there. I think I might have missed that. But what the pulley does, it gives me a chance to get right out into that channel and target the fish I'm after. Have I got anything on? No. I missed that one. What I'll do, I'll unclip this one. I'll show you the other rig. Like I say, apologies for the filming today. It is what it is. But that's the rig. Got a nice little spoon in there, green and black beads, down to a 6 ounce lead. It's blowy, but it's fishable. So let's get this one clipped up. It's a bit strange not having 2 rods out. I always like 2 rods, but I've just got a bit more control watching 1 rod with this sort of weather. And the bass are going to be about. So let's get this one out. That's a lot more distance. Obviously a 3-hook flapper is your bread and butter rig in my eyes. You can get it a reasonable distance, but obviously there's a lot more drag on it. So let's get this one. We'll get that one in a tripod, I think. Actually I won't. I'll drop it down. I've got, obviously with that wind, while that one settles, I'll get this one baited up, and I'm not sat around waiting. I've just had a bite. Obviously I'm away back from the rod because of the waves are coming over, but now that tide started running off, obviously the waves are dropped right down. I'm waiting for a bit of a more distinctive bite there, but yeah, definite pull and a rattle. Let's go and tweak that down a little bit. Let's just see if we've been hit a little bit. Obviously I'm keeping the rods down because of the wind, but it's not rattling the tip, so, and I don't know what's happened to the railing here, but the railing looks like it's been cut off or snapped off by somebody. Well, that pulley rig, hey, get me a fish. Be nice if it is. I'm half tempted to get that second rod set up. Come on. But what I have done is the 3-hook flapper again. I've put a black on the bottom, and the other 2 snoods I put rag. I put a single rag and I put 3 on the middle one. Now lately I have seen the find it has fished better on the outgoing side. I'll bring it back, guys. Let's see if it does develop into something. But it's a definite bite. But I am on my competition surfs. Beautiful rods. 3-piece Continentals. They're perfect for getting in a small car as well. Obviously a lot of people do struggle with the smaller cars, trying to get a 2-piece in there, shut the boot, snap the rods. 3-piece goes down to, like, I don't know, what is it, 5 foot, 6 foot, which you could get into a small car. Well, I'm going to stop waffling. I'm going to see if this develops into something, and I might get my second rod out. I just look too sure at the moment. I reckon so. It's having a look at this. I don't know whether there's a fish on there. I don't know. Definitely a pull. Let's see. It's only been out there about 5 minutes. Is there a fish there? Nah, I can't see nothing. Nope. They've had the bait though, so it's had a good chew. So it's had a really good chew on that. Let's unclip that. Get the fruit flapper on it. That tide's not hanging about today. That is absolutely ripping out. This is why I always got a rig ready. I get the maximum amount of fishing time I can when I go out. Free flapper, blacks and rag. Beautiful. Just give that a few seconds to sink. Get that lead to bite in there. There we go. And then I'll get my pulley and I'll bait that back up. But yeah, definitely swipe the bait straight away on that one. Let's fish about. Just got to catch them. Been getting some real funny bites every time I go out. And it's not the waves, the rod's staying still, just real gentle taps. I've only got size 2 hooks on there. Have we got a fish, guys? That is the question. There's a bit of weight there. Can we pull that flatty in? Yeah, something's there by the feel of it. Wow. What we got? Another little bass. Where's those flatfish when you need them? Another little school bass. Can't grumble, we're catching. Let's get some fresh bait out there. I don't want to mess about. But these are really perfect condition and he's very lightly hooked. So let's get him back, guys. What I'm quickly doing, I've had to put the brolly up because it's absolutely chucked down. But fresh Dungeness blacks. Now I'm not going to put a whole one on, I'm only going to put part and just tear it. Proper good bait for the old dabs, that is. Just feed it up. Job done. Get the other snood. And what I'll do, I'll feed those brackies down. And I'll just put a fresh one. But that tide will start running out in a minute. Low water's about 7.5 past. Beautiful. And then the top one, I swapped to pink and white beads. And what I'll do with that one, I'll slide that one down. There's a nice little one there. And then I'll get a juicy one. And I'll top that off. But you're going to have to excuse the rough filming today, guys. It ain't the best weather. But I'm out, as always. Push the beads down, stop bead down, bob's your teapot, wipe the hands, let's get it out. It's not a bad size to be fair. Just get my headlight off so I don't blind you all. Not a bad size. At least my rig's working, it's catching, that's the main thing. I'm going to swap my rigs over now. I'm going to put the pulley away and I'm just going to go now. Just probably to 2-3 hook flappers. But let's get this little baby back. Happy days. We're catching. Getting some absolutely cracking bites. That's on the pulley. I said the pulley wasn't working. I'll see if it goes one more and then I'll hit into it. But we're probably on about low water-ish. Obviously this surf, it's going to be a lot of bass about. So we are going to have a few score bass and hopefully we can get a nice big juicy bass like I had last time. Obviously with the radio mics on now, you're not going to hear that wind, but that wind is blowing quite strong. Let's see if he goes again. Beautiful bite, absolutely cracking bite. Come on, let's get a biggie. But what I've done on that pulley, I've put rag, 2 blacks and 2 rag. So there's a big mixed bait on there. As we're getting into the darkness now, I probably will start going on to like sandeel, bit of mackerel, bit of squid, and we'll give that a go. I reckon I'm going to get that in, guys. He's not gone again, but it was a cracking bite. Probably another schoolie, I bet. There's a lot of surf, and when I got here the waves were coming right over. Hence why I didn't have the radio mics on the other camera out. Right, let's get down a bit. Have we got anything on? I don't think we have. No. But what I'm going to do now, I'll put the 3 hook flapper on there. I'm going to put this pulley away and I'm going to go down to a 2 hook flapper. I'm not even bothering with my other rod tonight. I'm just going to stick to the one. It's working, I'm catching, so it's not my usual tactics, but we're catching fish. That's what matters. Right, let's heave this one out. You've got to be really quick because that wind. It's taking that line big time. Right, let's get this rig stripped down, wiped off. Then we're going to get the 2 hook flapper on the go. That rig's been out 3 or 4 minutes. There we go. Probably another school bass. Be nice to get a flatty. I want a flatty, don't care which one it is. There we go. Yeah. I think we might have another school bass on. And like I said earlier, the swell, the surf, it's going to be bass central. And I ain't going to moan about it this time of year. A lot of anglers give up, they don't bother going out for the winter, but that is not me. I fish 12 months of the year. Whether I blank, catch, whatever, I always try. There we go, guys. Right, let's get this one in. Fish on. This reel sounds so awful. I don't know why, because it was serviced. I honestly don't know why it sounds so bad. Gently come onto the rocks. Yeah, I think we are absolutely going to get hammered. Yeah, as I suspected, Mr. Bond. Schoolies, they are going to be everywhere. Let's quickly pop this rig off. Like I say, I ain't the grumble. Far from grumble. That's on the blacks. That's taken the blacks there. Left the rag alone and gone with the double blacks. They are beautiful fish when they don't spite you. But there we go, another little bass. Let's get them off, let's get them back, let's get that fresh bait out there. When that tide turns, I want a flatty. That's what I come out for. Another fish on. And if that's a fish, that feels a lot better. I'll have to get down the rocks for this one, I reckon. Probably end up being a small schoolie, but it feels nice on the rod. That feels a lot better. That's a double shot. Have we got pattern waiting? Or have we got a double shot bass? I'll let you know as soon as I get myself off these rocks. Hey, we got a bass and a whiting. Not a bass sized whiting, to be fair. It's a beautiful whiting, and on the blacks again. We've got a bass. We're probably about, I don't know, half an hour from low water. So I'm going to get these off. I've got a rig already set up. Get it out there. We're catching, guys. It's not that bad.
Like and subscribe. It's free to do this. Free!
Well, that tide's absolutely ripping in. I am getting absolutely plagued by whiting. I've not filmed half of it. I've probably had about 15 plus whiting. I've put sand eel out there, they've hit that, they've ragworm or blacks, they've hit everything. And people don't really want to see whiting all the time, it's just too much. I tried to get a flatty and it just wasn't happening tonight. But on one rod, I'm happy with what I've caught. It's a bit unusual and it does feel a bit weird watching one rod. You're normally used to watching two. But that tide's absolutely ripping in. I don't think I'm going to stay much longer. Whiting and not really my bag. What I might do is I've got a bit of worm left. I might go inside Poole Harbour, have a go for a few flounder for an hour and then head home. I'd like to thank all the members that have joined my channel. Obviously the car park tonight, £4.10p. Might sound a lot to some people, but it's cheap for this time of year down here. Memberships help towards the cost of car parking and stuff like that, so I really big thanks guys for the support on all the members that have joined my channel. If you are interested in joining my channel, it's £1 or $1.99. You take your choice on the level. There's no extra. It's either £1 or $1.99, and it's just a level of support. Yeah, that's about it, and just thanks to the new subscribers and the old ones as well. The channel's doing really well. This is winter. We all know fishing sucks, but I'm catching and I'm out trying. So I'm gonna give it about 10 minutes and I'll start packing up. But I really appreciate all the support on my channel for last year, this year, and all previous. It's absolutely brilliant. So hopefully, as another month on, the fishing should start picking up for the better fish, hopefully. And I'll start getting out. Well, I am getting out, but I'm going to try out and get a lot more this year. I'm going to try a few different venues. I've got a bite on that rod. But yeah, just a massive thanks guys, really appreciate it. Laters.